Hey guys, so I have an issue that I would like to talk about, and it's the issue that I have been going through for quite a while now, and it involves, employment in the workplace and the people you work with. I would like to talk about like my supervisor from my supervisor. And what I can say about my supervisor is that she's basically like the supervisor from hell. So let me give you guys like some things about what I've been going through at my job. For those of you that had recently viewed my videos or heard me in my videos of what my position is, I do retail. Okay, so I work at a mall, not far from where I live. I'm not gonna, give you the name of the mall or the name of the people I work with or the name of the supervisor because that's my disclaimer. So I've been working retail there at that location for since last July. So I've been working there for almost 9 months, I can say. And from the time that I worked there, it was basically a nightmare. I wouldn't say it was all the way a nightmare because everyone I worked with was really nice. Like everyone there, I can get comfortable. Most of the time when I'm there doing retail, I am assigned with either, my manager or my assistant manager or my supervisor. So I'm not, basically working with coworkers. There's barely a chance I'm working with coworkers. It's only with my manager. But there's one supervisor because there's only supervisor that works there. She's the only one. And she basically just gives me a hard fucking time. I mean, I worked there yesterday and it was just like a nerve wrecker to me. Though it didn't bother me because I went to church and I had, listened to another wonderful sermon, and from there I had to go to work. So I had to end up working with her and it was just a nightmare, and the funny thing is what I mean like by a nightmare is like I when like for example when I'm in the store and there's customers, she will interrupt me and interrupt in the conversations when I'm trying to have a conversation with the guests without me asking her, or when I'm doing a transaction. And that's the worst thing like in the fucking world when I'm doing a transaction, that is that she will like hover over your shoulder. Like if somebody is over your shoulder and hovering you, that's what she does. And normally, and I don't know if any cashier goes through this, is that's extremely fucking annoying when somebody's over your shoulder. Like it makes you very uneasy and makes you nervous. Like normally you know what to do, and I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing on my job because I've been ringing up people. So I don't even understand why in the world she would actually be hovering over me like that. And so I know what I'm doing, on my job and everything. And there's no reason for you to hover. Or when I'm asking, the customer or getting the customer's information or whatever that I need to do, she would just butt in every little thing she finds. Okay, this is a mistake or that is a mistake or whatever. I mean, she did that yesterday with the first fucking customer that I, tried to do a transaction with, and I just walked away. I walked away and stayed to myself. I said, let me just go ahead and go around the store and start folding up shit. Anything what I could do because I'm only there for like 4 fucking hours. The job don't pay shit. You get less days. And, basically I don't need to, go through this. I'm actually like in a position on trying to get another job. And I'm praying that, you guys can pray for me that everything works out. And then everything has been working out. And, but that woman, I tell you, it's like everybody else is not a problem. Everybody else I can, have a good conversation with. They, they don't, disrespect me anyway, I definitely don't disrespect them. I am a very respectful person. I don't get nasty up to like a certain level. But that woman, I tell you, I swear, I believe, basically she is just jealous. That's just the usual reaction that I get from people. I always call them, like, whenever I am either at school or at work, for that matter. You have a lot of people that like you, but I always call it, there's always a one bad apple in the batch. Meaning there's always going to be someone out there that don't like you, or someone that, is, doesn't like your style, doesn't like the way, your personality, what you do. And you know what? I'm not going to change myself for no fucking body. I'm not changing myself for her or anything like that. This is how I was raised. This is how my mama raised me. This is the way how I raised. If you don't like me, fuck you. And, if you do like me, just love me. I'm a very nice, friendly person. I mean, I'm not going to give you a hard time or anything like that. I mean, I'd be trying to help you out. And the funny thing is about this woman is that she's like damn near like my mother's age. I mean, she's the same age as my father, my stepfather, and my mother. And this is coming from, an old ass woman, old ass, bald ass head woman. And yes, I said bald head. I ain't even fucking ashamed of it. I don't know, what her fucking problem is. And I'm basically sick of it. And, right now it's like the next day I work is later within the week. Think Thursday, and I am dreading, to actually work for her ass. And it's not just her. I feel like now my assistant manager has an issue with me too, because she keeps constantly like pairing me up with the supervisor, and I don't fucking understand about her either, because there was another incident that happened that she had gotten on me so bad. Like I was working 2 jobs, and there was a moment where I had to leave there and go to another job at a specific time. And she did this thing where she wouldn't even let me walk out the door. She's talking about there were clothes hanging on the corner by the register. And she said, you got to hang those up before you can actually leave. So I remember telling her, I'm saying, like, so-and-so, I'm not going to hang some clothes. Let the other girl do it, because I done a lot today. And, I didn't work with her that day. She just walked in and she was starting some shit. So I worked with another supervisor at the time, and another one that I loved dearly. And I wish to God she would stay in there, but she was temporary, and that broke my heart. So I said, no, I'm not going to do it. Let you or, the girl that you're signed with, hang up. So she takes my bag out of my hands and puts it on the counter talking about hanging the stuff up. And I was like so mad with her that I could literally hit her in her damn face. I go like, who in the fuck do you think you are? I'm opening my bag for you to look through everything, and I'm trying to go. I already have to be in the job within an hour. So I had to, how it is when you work in 2 jobs. I know some of you know how it is when you work in 2 jobs. You got to be on time. You only have a little time to eat, a little time to change your clothes. And so she was like, hang up the bag. And I try to be nice. I'd be nice to hang it up and stuff like that. But she was sitting there, because she saw the look on my face. She saw how pissed I was. She was like, okay, you have to understand, she claims she didn't mean nothing by it. Everybody has to put their clothes up, which most of the time when I go in that job, there'll be clothes in that fucking fitting room. There'll be clothes hanging up. There'll be like a basket of clothes that you actually have to put out on the floor. There'll be all kinds of shit when I come in there. But she's sitting there talking about, okay, you had to, you had to put these clothes up. So, I was so furious. Like, throughout my other shift, I called my mama, and my mama is just fed up with her. And, she got so pissed. So, actually, the very next time I actually had to go to work, she was in there, and my mama blew her out from the top to bottom. I know I'm 26, or, whatever. I really don't give a crap. But, if you can't defend for yourself, because I don't feel like cussing her ass out. Because I know if I cuss her out, then I won't have a job. So I had to get the next person to do it. And my mama is the perfect one to do it. And she definitely blew her out from top to bottom. And she didn't know. Her little ass didn't even know what to do. And my other supervisor, she was like standing there. My temporary supervisor, had a dumbfound look on her face. And, that whole shift was awkward. But, she learned her fucking lesson. And but she's still going back doing the same shit. So that was like a couple months ago when that incident happened, when my mama had blew her ass out. And I, it's basically, I'm still going through the same thing because my other assistant manager, she keeps on defending her stupid ass. I don't understand, why in the world she would be defending her while she seemed like it's not on, that she's not on my side or not trying to, understand anything. She's like, you shouldn't have your mama coming in there and, talking to her. You should talk to Miss Flo. I go like this. I already talked to Miss Flo, and your asses already talked to Miss Flo, you and my other manager, and you're not getting through her that, sometimes she's really, really strict and all that. And so, yeah, so that's one thing that's just crazy, and I'm just like at my wit's end. I just really wish, like I said, I'm hoping for this job will come through, and I won't have to keep on going through this bullshit because I'm up to my lips. I even told my mama like today, I'm thinking about like calling the manager over them and see if he could straighten it out because I actually met him for the first time, and he don't play that. I feel like he don't really play that, and I feel like that, I'm working at a place where, I'm extremely uncomfortable. And the thing about it is, I love my job. I had two jobs working at the same time along with this job, and I chose the job that I'm working at now than the other two. And I really like the job because, it's like, you don't have that, that much work to do, and you actually get free clothes every once a month. So I go like, who in the world wants, who in the world would not turn down to free clothes? But, working there with that one person, I swear, like really, it's crazy. Like, she just really needs to get herself, like fucking together. I mean, really. It's too much. It's too much stress. It's too much of a headache. I mean, like, oh my God, really. So, you know what? That's all that I wanted to say. Um, it seemed like that's really short. I can just, talk to this video or talk to you guys like forever, about how my situation is. But if you guys are going through the same thing, like my advice on what I try to do, and I try to do this, like I do the same thing like I was in school when I feel like, people are talking about me. It's try to stay a distance away from, away from that person. If you have somebody in your job like you don't like, just try to stay, stay as far as away from as possible because all they're trying to do is try to wreck you and try to lose your job. And I believe that's what she's doing for me because she doesn't like me at all, that she's trying to wreck me or trying to push me to a point where I'm going to go all crazy on her and then I got to be, terminated for the job, which that's something that I'm not going to do. I'm not going to be fired from my job for no damn body, not for her bald-headed ass. I ain't. So yes, it's just try to stay away from them. That's like my advice. Or try to talk to some sense with your manager. If that shit doesn't work, try to find you somewhere else when you know that you're comfortable. Cause that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to find somewhere. I'm waiting on a job. I'm trying to find me another part-time job, and I'm just gonna be happy. And I don't give a fuck about her. They can keep that damn low ass, paying ass, less hours, less day ass job. Like fuck them and the boat they're coming on. Okay, so that's all I wanted to, share with you guys. If you guys like the video, thumbs up. Thumbs if you thumbs down, then I don't give a fuck about what you think. Anyway, some of you. And again, if you guys would like to comment anything down below, about the situation that I talked about, or if you guys have any other situation that similar or a similar situation that you guys are going through, I would love to hear about it. You guys can comment down, below in the comments. And I gotta go meet my daddy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.